Hi everybody, happy Friday the 13th! It was a crazy day. By the way, this is just a little chat telling you what's up, because the last time that I checked in with anyone, I was in a really dark place, and I'm pretty quick with transmuting stuff. I just want to talk to you. I am going to do a reading. I'm just waiting for my dinner to cool, and then I'm going to eat, and then I'll do a reading. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I got home from work. I just been shooting out TikToks. I've been trying to do at least 10 a day and just trying to keep up with, writing and doing my thing. I was supposed to participate in a soccer game today. Just this week, I was getting some training from a friend of mine. I can't afford a personal trainer right now, point blank period, on top of everything else going on in the world. Everything is expensive, so I just can't do it. So I've been working out at home and doing my thing, and it's effective. And I just wanted to work with this person used to train me when I was in MMA. Not that I was in like what you see on TV. I fought mostly in the street illegally, because that was back when we don't talk about Fight Club, if you feel me. But anyway, I was taking classes, so if they found out I was doing that, I would have got kicked out of my classes too. So it was a very whatever. I try not to expose myself. The great thing about growing up when we did is we didn't have social media. We got away with a lot of shit. But what are they gonna do? File a fighting charge now for it's past the stipulation time. Anyway, let's just move on. I don't want to bump my gum too long on you, but a tractor trailer took out a power line, and we got home from work. Well, I got home from work at 2:30 when I normally get out at 5 yesterday. So we were slammed busy today. I was supposed to do a soccer game with this guy who's training me. He just showed me the basics this week. Taught me how to do things in the proper way so I would be effectively working my muscle. I just needed someone to just give me a regiment for my age, for my body or whatever. So I worked with him 3 days this week because I definitely needed a rest day in between, and just show me stuff that I could do at home. And he totally did, and he hooked it up. So I have good positive vibes for next week. I just can't figure out if I want to be a morning workout person or my evening workout person, because I just don't have time in the morning with having to get to work. So I feel like I'm forced to do it after work. But do I do it before dinner? Do I do it after dinner? I don't really feel like it matters as long as I get it in, and I'm not doing anything intense. I'm straight up trying to learn yoga, bro. Give me calm. I have beat the fuck out of this body. I have been an athlete too fucking long, and I just don't care anymore. Sorry. I know that everyone's oh, you're supposed to take care, and I am. I'm eating good. If you've been with me for a while, I'm sure you can see I've lost a lot of weight in the last year, and it's been a challenge. And I know you're seeing a million TikToks, and it feels like I'm very egotistical right now, and I'm not going to deny it. I am a little bit, but I've hated my body since I lost my daughter, and I just looked in the mirror for 2 years and just felt like fucking shit about myself. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of feeling myself lately, not in it's a healthy ego. I'm not out here look at me, I'm fucking awesome. But I'm more comfortable with putting myself out there and just being funny and silly. I'm working on my acting chops too. I haven't acted in mad long, so I'm trying to get back into it. So TikTok to me is just a way to create this alter ego, so I can get rid of my stage fright, because I still cannot You guys don't even know. I tried to do comedy, like for real, tried to do comedy, and I couldn't even stand on the stage. But they didn't announce me. Like, they didn't be like, oh, like, we're just gonna give you like a few minutes in between comedians, and if you walk on that stage and you speak, we'll let you do your own thing. I just couldn't do it. I can go on the stage to try out. I can go on the stage to play in a play or to do some kind of scene. But when it comes to comedy, I'm just like, I'm afraid that I'm not funny. Like, do I just think I'm funny? Like, I'm afraid of crickets. That's it. Like, I'm just gonna, they're not gonna laugh at you. They're just, like, you're gonna tell your first joke. Or I'm gonna get out there and just space and forget my whole fucking thing, because I do that when I get nervous. Like, what's my name? I don't know. When were you born? I don't know. I just space right out. I don't know. Temporary memory loss from nerves. Like, where do you live? I don't know. I'm not lying to you, officer. I'm just nervous. Oh wait. Okay, it's coming back to me. They probably think if I, like, really did have a brain fart like that to a police officer, they would probably sobriety check me, when really I'm just nervous as fuck. I've never been pulled over, knock on wood. I mean, I have once, but he just told me that my light was out. Like, I didn't even have to get my, like, I don't even know where my it's in my car, but I should probably, I think it's in my glove box. Anyway, so I'm sorry if it just feels like I'm going left and, like, being all about myself. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of have been all about myself this last month, because I was, like, on that suicide line. I'm just gonna put it out there. After my sister's baby shower, like, I tried. Not cool, I know. Boo me. I had a moment. It was really difficult, and I got in a fight with my pregnant sister, and I have not spoken to her since. And I have no intention of ever speaking to her again. Like, I have no hate in my heart. I wish her all the best, but I kind of feel like I had this image of my sister. She was my favorite sister. We were super close, and it's kind of like the devil, like like she ripped her face off and, like, surprise, I'm the devil, and then put her face back on, and I'm like, oh, it's like that. Oh. Like, she's not a bad person, but to me, I can't be about that shit. I just can't. Obviously I still have a lot of anger with my mom, but that's my mom, you know, and that's my dad. Like, and the only people in my family that I'm speaking to is my mom and my dad and my stepmom and my little brother Andy, because I literally never see him for him and I to have any beef. Like, we see each other on the holidays. He is a professional. He just works all the time, and he's never done anything in his life rude towards me. He's never said anything rude. If he doesn't like me, he just doesn't show it at all, you know. And my sister Danielle, I still talk to her. Like, I don't really have any beef with my siblings. It's just to the point, like, ever since Grandma died, like, I don't know if you've ever had this in your family, like, when Grandma died, I just feel like I saw everyone's true colors and the truth of it, and I don't want to think this way, and I'm not, like, listen, the thought of losing my parents, I'm getting choked up. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to process that, but I just know what it's going to be like after. Like, they're just going to rip each other apart for dollars and cents, and then I'm never going to see them again, because that's the truth of it. The parents or your grandparents are the only reason why majority of families stay together. And when there's no reason to gather, no place to gather, you're just not going together. Everyone's going in their separate ways. And that really fucking devastated me. Because my whole life, my family was like this. I grew up with all my first cousins, super close. We were a tight-knit family. We were a well-known family. We were together like this. We had each other's back. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no man came between us. Ain't no friend came between us. Even other family members, there was no picking sides. I mean, there is always a little bit, but there was like, all right, well, I'm going to listen to, like, you know what I mean? There was no family wars other than, like, little scoffs here and there that we managed on our own. But it's just not like that anymore. Like, I'm not the same person that I was growing up with them, so I can't expect them to be the same people, and I don't. But I don't really know much about my siblings or about their lives other than when we do see each other, the snippets we see each other and we talk. It's like we're only telling each other the hard stuff. It's like, this is what I'm going through. Or this is what I've been through. We're not there for each other in those moments. Like, I can't pick up my sister and be like, hey, like, none of them even knew I lost my daughter until it was already done. Like, there's this image of what my family is, and it's been like that for a minute. I don't need to protect that image anymore. My grandma is not here. I'm not, My family is eradicated from Manoa. Nobody even knows their legacy anymore. But the city took over Manoa. As you could say, my grandparents are up there saying, the riffraff got in. They work so hard to have a standard of Manoa, and I'm not saying towards anybody. It's just anybody who was violent, anybody who caused destruction of property, anyone who was just overtly an asshole got evicted out of Manoa. Like, you have to respect people. You know, we had a fucking curfew in that town, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? And it really, that's time. That's life. Things are gonna evolve, and I'm grateful that Manoa still exists. But even going back to it just makes me sad, because it's like somebody took my home and put a different place on top of it, and just took the old sign and put it there. And that's the truth of my family. What once was great. And I am thankful for every moment of that. But it's gone. Fuck my life. I wasn't trying to get emotional. It upsets me that in my family, I'm not viewed as a parent at all. And I always step up for everyone's kids, even when they're not, like, legit my family. They're just friends of the family, or they're a really close friend to me, or I'm, like, dating that person's sibling or whatever. Like, I love kids. I don't even have to know their fucking parents. I'll sit down and have a conversation. But it's like, you don't, like, maybe it's because I told them after the fact and I just did everything myself, but they don't acknowledge my daughter or the pain of it. You cannot allow me to shove that under the rug. That's not right. That's not okay. I shouldn't have to shake through a fucking baby shower at my own family and just be like, I can't even look at these people. I can't. There's nothing in my body that I could get them to understand the level of, I just want to go blow my fucking brains out. Because my daughter would have had this, and you don't mean to do that. Like, Millie is my niece. I was there for Millie. I'm so glad that my sister is having a kid. Even though we're not talking, she's going to be a great mom. I'm in the moment for my sister, but I cannot help it. I had a daughter, and it's all baby shit. And I had to hide my pregnancy because I was in a toxic fucking situation. So not only for my daughter, but for my son, I was forced quiet to hide my bump. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm getting real in this bitch. Wasn't trying to, but I can't talk about this without crying. It's just not possible. But they don't understand that I was petrified to even tell him that I was pregnant. Like, to be a woman, and a lot of the reasons why I beat myself up is because I didn't go to the doctor. In the beginning, a lot because I just didn't want it to be true. So I blame myself. I was just scared that what was going to be happen to me. Am I going to get kicked out with nowhere to go? Sorry. Damn it. But anytime that he did know, I just got iced out. Like, wouldn't touch me. Just like I ruined his life. And the first miscarriage, like the relief, like I hated him for so long just for that. Like, thank God I don't, like, he would just say fucked up shit. Like, I don't want kids with you. I don't want retarded kids because there's something wrong with you. Because they kept dying, like. I don't think people get, like, there's fucked up dudes in this world. Like, they don't see the monster. I let them believe whatever the fuck they wanted about him. I don't tell them shit. I never told nobody. It was horrible. Like, I wish no woman that. To just sit in your closet or in your room or whatever and just be scared to fucking death because you're pregnant. Like, that's not okay. And I have PTSD from that. And that's fucked up, but they don't get it. Look what he did with my dog. Like, the whole time telling my family. Like, my family drove out there before I got this car. Drove me out there to walk Daisy. Like, being nice to them. And at the last second, after everybody helping me, I didn't get Daisy back. Imagine what the fuck he would have done if I did have a kid with that guy. I describe him as like a drill sergeant, only like the negative one. Like, you know how you go to boot camp and they just tear you the fuck down and make you feel like a fucking maggot and then they build you back up? Well, he just doesn't build you back up. He just keeps you at that maggot level. So I just dealt with it every time by myself. And one time I had a really bad miscarriage at work and I told my friend and she had called him or whatever and I didn't know, and he came to pick me up from work and basically told me that I was just having a bad period and it would be fine. I'm not pregnant, I'm just having a bad period. Okay. Fetus coming out of my vajayjay, but that's just a bad period. Great. I should have went to the fucking hospital. The pain of that was fucking cruel. It's abuse. I don't give a fuck. No, I didn't get my fucking ass beat. I would break a motherfucker. But my soul got beat. Because I just kept having death in there. You don't know what it's like to have something dead inside you. I'm just sitting there. And then blame yourself because you were too scared to go to the doctor the first few weeks because you just couldn't face it. And do you think I get myself in that spot by myself? Do you think I'm fucking stupid? Like, I'm a scientist. I know how not to get pregnant, so... It wasn't me. You know, I just fucking keep a lot of shit inside. And so I was sitting there at my sister's baby shower and all of it just rushing at me and rushing at me and rushing at me. And what set me off was, you know, they all took the pictures without me. Every time I dealt with a pregnancy, I was alone. And that motherfucker was out doing something for himself. So, to just be excluded was just like me back at home dealing with it. All of the life around me just ticked on and like nobody fucking knew. I'm a grown-ass person. I should have asked for help, but I was terrified. And I was broken, and there's a million women out there just like that. So if I'm a little loud with myself, I've been through it. I fought a fucking war. It cost me everything to get out, like everything. I gave up everything, even my dog. I left without my dog just to get... The motherfucker still tells everybody a bunch of bullshit, and everybody believes it, because he's a fucking master at what he does. I fell for it for 15 years. I don't even bother correcting people. I just don't. Like, I don't say anything. Give that motherfucker one word, and he'll turn it into 25. And so, how my sister came at me was exactly how he came at me. Calling me crazy, belittling me. I got rid of one motherfucker like that. I won't take another motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you're my blood or not. I do not ever want to feel that way ever again. I will straight up walk out and never talk to you again. I'm a strong-ass motherfucker because I protect my softness. I ran from my softness. I hid it. Fuck you. You will not tread on it. You can sit at home and laugh and, oh, this bitch is crying. She's a hot mess. Here we go again. But this is fucking real. For 15 years, I was a quiet fucking mouse with no backbone. I will never be that bitch again. That bitch is dead and I killed her. So, you know, I'm finding out who I am too with all of you. This is why I'm testing myself. I'm trying new things. Putting myself... I don't know who the fuck I am. I died when my daughter died. All I wanted... As fucked up as it is to say, when I lost my son, yes, I grieve. I love my son. But all I ever wanted in life was a little girl to be a dancer with me. When I found out I was having a girl, like every dead feeling that was dormant just shot back to life. Like, I went through all this shit just to have her. My dream died that day. My heart died. Then it was the second one. To have one and then have it happen again, I'm fucking scared to ever do it again. I don't know if I'll live through a third stillbirth. And that's what people don't get. Like, I see other mothers, and it's not like me longing or jealous of. I feel like an asshole. Like a murderer. Like, why couldn't my body just do it? Why couldn't they just get the baby out and it live? Like, and then his voice every time I have an anxiety attack about losing my child, I hear his voice. It's because you're fucked up. Your body's fucked up, your mind's fucked up, you're just a fucked up person. It's like a shadow. David and Goliath, I have to defeat every time and not fall apart and stand back up. And then to have people in my family like that too, like, my older brother too, like, good person. I think he just thinks he's being funny. Like, I don't feel like he's malicious and he's suffering in his own life. And I just kind of felt like I was his emotional punching bag for a while. And maybe Hannah was going through her shit at her shower and she didn't mean to take it out on me. I don't care. Like, people don't step up and make nothing right. I let that asshole get away with too much. Unless I see a change, I won't even try. Like, I can walk this life alone. I'd rather walk it alone and be genuine. Although I'm crying, I am doing a lot better, guys. This job is really good. You know, there's always going to be parts of the job where you just don't like it. But I don't dread going to work. I have a lot more time for myself. I get out at 5 o'clock. I don't have to be to work till 8:30, so I'm not getting up mad early. I'm on a regular sleep schedule. I'm on a regular food schedule. The job it's stressful. It's a lot of moving around. It's fast-paced, but it's not something that's going to fuck with my mental health. And it's easy enough, and it's repetitive. Although days are different with the orders, your similarity, just doing the same stuff. Like, I know what to expect. Majority, I'm on my week 2. We might have more work one week than we have the other, but I know what to expect, and I still have a lot to learn, and I'm learning it as I go. But I like it. Money's good. Hours are great. It's a little bit further than my house, but I'm locked in on this lease until April anyway, and I might just stay here. Like, if everything is costing much, like, if I move now, my rent's just going to be even more than it is now. I don't want to deal with that. For this one bedroom, I pay like $1,200 a month in rent, and it's $980 for my rent, and then the rest is my utilities. It usually stays in between there. So, I mean, this is cheap too. Like, most one bedrooms are now starting at $1,000. Like, so, I mean, $980 isn't that bad. What did I say? Yeah, it's $980 is what I meant to say is my rent. $20 away from $1,000. I'm saving $20. Ugh, I wish it was $900. That's what it was when I moved in. 2 years, it's gone up $40. Not too bad. You know what I mean? But still, like, why does it keep going up? How about, can we go down? Like, square footage here, people. This is not New York City. First of all, if this was New York City, this would be like a mansion apartment, and I'd be paying like $5,000 for this motherfucker. True story. But anyway, I'm doing a lot better despite my crying, but as you can tell, I am being more honest. That I have shared a lot with you, mostly about past, like well into the past, but I don't really talk too much about my ex. I don't even say his fucking name. Fuck that motherfucker. I forgive what happens because I have to for my own peace, like, I had to forgive that he's just wasn't the good person to me. Maybe he is now, but I have to, like, let it go. But at the same time, he will always be a monster to me. There's no redemption there. If I see that guy, I don't know. Like, I have not seen him since I tried to get my dog back the last time. I don't know. I might rip his fucking face off, or I might walk the other way, and I'm just going to allow myself to do what it needs to do. Because Spirit, got my back. I'm not going to wind up in jail. Like, I can cap myself. But if that motherfucker pops his mouth to me, I will fight a dude. I don't even care. Get fuck out of here. But no, I don't. I mean, although I don't see him, he still fucking causes bullshit in my life with his mouth or his family or whatever. I don't give a fuck who's saying it. Like, say whatever. Like, why is my name still in your motherfucking mouth? First of all, it's been 2 years. And still hears stupid shit. Like, that's not even fucking true. No. But it's not like you can, like, the rumor mill is the rumor mill. Who started it, who the fuck knows, but I know. My third eye, I know the motherfuckers, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna eat my dinner. I'll see you all soon for a reading. I also I'm thinking about starting a dating app, guys. I'm so scared. Like, I've been so I'm not going to meet a man online. No. That's so cheesy. I'm going to get catfish. But the men in my area are fucking horrible. And I just don't want to date someone from Syracuse. They're fucking horrible. I don't care. I don't care who that offends. If you live here, you are like, all the women or gay men are like, I know that's right. Not that there isn't bad women either. I need to go outside the box a little bit. So, I think I'm going to be doing a profile this weekend. I need to find me a husband. I'm ready for the good love. Like, I've had such shit. Like, I thought C was perfect. I thought Teddy, no. They were motherfuckers too. That fucked me up and tormented me too. What C did to me was so fucked up. Like, I'm so angry because for so long I have kind of like skimmed over him because he lost his life and he gave his life for our country, but at the end of the day he almost married me with side bitches with mad kids, and it was super fucking awkward finding out about all that shit when he died. Oh, by the way, I'm so-and-so and here's his kid. What? I would have walked down the motherfucking aisle. I would have been devastated. Like, torn apart. It would have been like, to marry someone and then find out they got kids somewhere else. I would have lost my shit. Like, you're a fucking scumbag for that. I don't care. If you died for this country, you were not ride or die for me in that aspect. In his own way, spiritually, he's apologized, but I have to deal with my anger. Don't worry, he knows up there. Like, we're always going to be like this, I always got mad love for those guys that died in the war that I knew. Like, no one's ever going to know me like them motherfuckers. And we'll always be BFFs, but I don't love C, and I loved him for a long time after his death. I don't. That was not real love. I was just a naive child, and I thought this military life was going to be so glamorous. Well, no, it's not. They got secret lives, ladies. Look out. Not all of them. Not all of them. There's good. I apologize for all the good men and women in uniform, because you got a bunch of shit ton. Let me talk right. I don't know what is happening. You got a shit ton of bad examples, and you should just get your shit together. I need to find me a husband. I don't know how I'm gonna have these babies. or if I'm going to get over my fear. But I want to be real in real love and make babies in real love. That's my new dream. Not just babies. I want to make a baby because we love each other so much. Then our love makes a baby. Word. I'm going for it. Wish me luck. Dating apps are scary. Please don't let me wind up in someone's freezer. Oh my God, that's... I'm such a Virgo. Go straight to that dark place. Stop it. Anyway, I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.